Ready, ready.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Kill.
Shoot.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 17, Locke, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Here we go.
Now the fourth-year man from Utah, Devontae Booker, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Devontae Booker, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Block will try again on 2nd down. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
50 cent. Mike, 50 cent. Come on. You got to be ready. Don't be scared.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is fielded at the 27.
That's it, buddy. You got to work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Red!
Watch the whip.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's the way you fly the ball.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Patch it.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Round 80!
He's coming. Check in. I got him.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got one.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Rivers. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
180! 180! Hey, Delta!
Tighten up.
Load it! Hey, Delta!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Let's go!
That 180! Hey, Brown 80!
Double time.
Behind!
Check 26.
Give to the fullback. This is Ron. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Derek Watt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Locke. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Hey, echo. Go.
Throwing now is Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
31's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep. 31's the mic.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Locke now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down and avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the ground, it's Reddick. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Bravo.
3 out. Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
4 down. Check.
Wait, 89.
Rivers. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Move. 4 down.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Strong left. Strong left. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Q.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
Four down.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. It's complete to Watt. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Derek Watt, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, Charlie.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, D. Big city.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Hey, orbit.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and a couple. Locke under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because...
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Focus, defense, focus.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Rivers going deep for Benjamin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Henry. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
80 weapons.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now! Hey, box drop.
Set the turtle, defense. Set the turtle.
Get it.
Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Delta!
I got you.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got motion, man. Me. I got this.
Hey, check right 34. Mike, 34. White.
Get him. Watch the shift.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Load it. You gonna see me in your nightmare. White, 89.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Check the backer.
Cluster.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Black 11.
Go.
12.
34's a Mike. He's
Hey, Delta.
Mike 34. Scoot. You don't want none, baby. You don't want
Hey, Delta.
You don't want it.
Split.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. And caught by Henry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Strong right. Strong right.
Hey. Run 80.
Here's Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give him a nice 2. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's Locke to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
57's Mike. Check the out. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Locke now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st and 10, Locke. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Single, single slot. Single slot.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd.
180! Round 80!
Even. 4 down. Even. I got this. 36.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Locke. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Denver.
Got it.
Hey, pick your...
Hey, Zoo.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey. Greystone, travel.
31's the mic. Defense wins championships, man.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Locke. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, Alpha.
57's the mic. 57.
Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Orbit, you're out.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Go, White 90, 380.
Let's go.
Q. Motion. 51. 0.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st down, Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
57's mine.
Locked again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Step Brown 80, 180. Hey, 79, 79.
Go, Mike 34, Mike 34. I'm coming.
White, 89.
Rivers, he leads to Eckler on the draw. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Move. Ready.
Lock now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here.
Hey, check. 3 down.
4th down, here's Taylor. They'll roll him out right. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Check 13.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Check 50. Check.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game,
playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I on the wrist. You wanna be famous, They elevated us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving, You liking my flavor, I think it's cars. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, watch out for
ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your blown, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then he